My name is Samuel Bangwa, a camera operator at SLBC. I always capture the scene you see on TV. So stay glued to the public broadcaster.
My name is Abdul Kabia, a news anchor and sports producer at SLBC.
Hello, I am Esther Mahisama, important presenter of SLBC Sport.
I am Princess Gibson, executive producer, radio, gatekeeping, radio content, producer, public squire, your program that brings you conversation on topical issues, and also presents our breakfast show, Good Morning Sierra Leone.
Hello, my name is Daphne Zainab Kamara. I am a television producer at the SLBC. I also read the news on television and present the podium on television too. I also announce on radio. Stay tuned to the SLBC.
Providing authentic information has been one of the pillars that SLBC relies on.
Citizens get rights for live, freedom of speech. But same way so, we need for know big responsibilities.
You never blame government for the small thing. You for know your rights as a citizen. Never blame government for the small thing. You for know your rights as a citizen. You get school for play, I get school for play, we all get school for play. For we country, mama salon. You get school for play,
You get roll.
I get school for play,
I
we
get
all
roll.
get school
All
for
the
play.
make out of zone.
For we country, mama salon.
As a citizen, not sit on full foot and full hand. But let we country go before forgive and help it hand. Not so until our government is a work for your land. Now we roll, now you roll, and now everybody roll.
The government will work on that big thing there, but he said will take care of that small thing there.
From the day where you born, you don't take out, you can do something. If you know do for vote, now for work, support, medical to promote. If you sit down, you say you know mix, we go demote.
Love and unity, make care for me country, Sierra Leone, make to serve and faithful.
Citizens get rights.
Mina Honorable Mariama
Zoro, being a member of Parliament, Sierra Leone, and I represent Pujon District. I want to say, beginning anybody within under the age of 18 according to law. And beginning and I talk to adults. If you're not born Pekin, you will not exist as a race. So Pekin is very important. And the role of Pekin, they will thrive as a race. They will thrive as humans. And Pekin, they play a big role in our life now because we look up to them as future leaders. Most of the impact they start leadership from the small. So we want for ensure Pekin them protected. We want for ensure Pekin them survive. We want for ensure Pekin them thrive. And they live and life we will make them benefit themselves and benefit the nation. So anything when we as adults take it for make Pekin them grow fine, for make them be good citizens, ready for the as a nation. In the area of child marriage, and other child girl protection issues, I've been work on legislative development. Quite a lot of them work together with the ministry. They will concern the Ministry of Gender at that time, gender and children, social welfare, gender and children. So we will work on policy there. We will work on bills and so even the Child Rights Act 2007, we work a lot on that. And we want for CSA, we don't work in line with the international and regional instruments where they protect the kingdom in Africa, where they protect the kingdom in the world. So all of that in there, we do make sure we protect to guard the kingdom in this country. But child marriage now one thing that we want to stop problem because it's culturally rooted. So for a long while, why did they plan international? Why did they this? That space system. We fed on the child marriage stop. So we even go to the extent we participate in working. Me particularly work very closely with the government that will be there at that time. I work with them for maybe they part of the African Union movement campaign for stop child marriage. The law prohibits child marriage, sexuality. The law says no to child marriage. The law says no to cohabitation. Then I will talk to speaking in the government at the distance of time. The law says no to consent. Enough of the consent. You will get power over the kid. Enough of the consent. Whether it be mama, papa, whether it be or anybody who needs to charge of the kid. You know for the consent. The law says you know for support child marriage. You know for attempted. You know for battle. You know for aid and abet child marriage. Neither cohabitation. You know for in any way supports for let picking no tap to adult or picking and picking tap together and do money in the business. The law prohibits that one. The law prohibits child marriage totally. It says avoid anybody when married picking or any marriage happen when a child involved kill the 18, that marriage is void. None and void. Anybody when they below marriage, you tell me that I'm picking. You get rights for petition, for toxic. I know want this marriage, and you go to courts and say, I don't want that. If you don't be, you get rights for annulment. This law is trial. The penalty is big. You do so next day, you attempt, you make it. You go tie married, you attempt married, and 15 years jail. Or you pay 100 million, all yours. Or they jail you and also you pay 100 million or 100,000 millions. So why the penalty is strong? Now because the thing we don't affect her, as I tell you, many years. We don't affect her. From generations before, they don't force that for my children at school, or not even send them to school. So it's deeply rooted in our culture because a lot of reasons they people they just want to forget young girls who they control, and at the end of the day they destroy them. So people they did cultural practices they feel say beneficial for them married than the king. But more or less it's a gender issue where because they deeply rooted, you get for fair way now law and change of perception. So it gets health effects, it gets cognitive effects, it gets emotional effects, psychological, get trauma. Banana. You know they go for rich potential. Beside the company they go rich, you know they rich because you get to take care of a home. They born begin teenage pregnancy, they carry side. Because if you either get the belly and they force you go in a house, or you didn't at the house now, then you get the belly. So there's always this link between teenage pregnancy and child marriage. Inside this law, the Prohibition of Child Marriage Act 2024, with their one section where they talk about the duty to report. Now, the duty to report, we all get it. This one, now, section 26, it says, if possible, no, or again reason for belief saying, picking they married, or they don't marry the king, or they try for married the king, or picking no will tap. Then they do my main advice that this is anybody if you report to the nearest police station, and so the law says, and or police post, or you report to a child marriage prohibition officer with the Ministry of Gender. Yes, you report to Brahman chief, apply again. You will report to any chief, town chief. Where they, any chief, you will report to social worker. We all get that responsibility. The council sector, you will report to the council, to an officer of the council, district council. You will report now to any local authority, whether that's section chief, you will report to a child welfare committee. Some communities, in fact, every community is a child welfare. So they function and some do not function. So in the areas who say they function, every one of us has a duty to report. It is not in the law. A immunity.
Freedom of speech. But same way so, we need to know the responsibilities.
Live for blaming government for its responsibility. You for know your rights as a citizen. Live for blaming government for its responsibility. You for know your rights as a citizen.
I see so.
Hello, good evening. Hi. Well, Fambul, we beg pardon for that short break day. We will bring the program come to you. My name is Zulaya to Hamid once more, and this is Civic and Development Talk with the National Council for Civic Education and Democracy. They bring come to you every Tuesday from 7 to 8 o'clock every time. As I tell you earlier, Honorable Maria Mamuni Azongo just explained to you about the prohibition of the Child Marriage Act, where they tell you about the fact that people under 18 are for married. Well, inside the studio, I get with me the National President, Children's Forum Network, PC Philippa Creed Dole, and also Bashir Utula, who is the Senior Protection Officer at the Ministry of Children's Affairs. Good evening and welcome to the program.
Good evening.
Yes, make us start with you, Bashir. Generally, a lot of the time they will talk about the rights, we can one for left behind the rights of picking. I want you to take me through first. What are some of the rights of picking?
First of all, we get to understand, say, picking now somebody below the age of 18 years. And because they below the age of 18 years, I mean to say, all them things them, way Motaman for enjoy as Motaman, in self entitled to run. They're right there. You know, they're right there and defined at the United Nations Convention on the Right of the Child, the UNCRC. We get 45 articles and plenty. We get survival, education, you know, parent, association, and everything. Then plenty. Same way, so this right here we counter into we all know when a Child Rights Act, where currently they under review. You know, you talk about say the picking for rights for leave, for go school, health, and the like. You know, so this basically now you talk about waiting the picking for entitled to, where you uplifting dignity and development as picking.
Okay, you don't talk about the protection of picking, but I want you delve into what the ministry don't they do in terms of protecting picking. They not only got picking itself.
The Ministry of Gender and Children's Affairs now the lead ministry responsible for coordinate, supervise, and monitor all child protection activities in the country. With the coordinate, that means to say we do work with other child protection. You know, picking business, not everybody business. Picking business not only limited to the Ministry of Gender and Children's Affairs. We get education, you get for deal with picking. You get health, you get for deal with picking. You same also get justice, you get for deal with picking. So we for coordinate with all the 9 ministries there for ensure say they work in the best interest of picking. Same way so with the monitor. monitor the activities of we partners, monitor the activities of FSU, and even we staff as well, for ensure we work in the best interest of Peking. Supervise, we also develop policies, legislation like we do on the Child Rights Act. We don't develop the child welfare policy, the alternative care policy. We also don't develop the strategy for street children. So all that here, in we work towards for ensure Peking then develop in this country.
You talk about the strategy for street speaking, then interestingly, line up my next question. That they over and over now, something a big concern. You go walk on that streets of Freetown, that streets in Freetown. You go see picking there, that streets that they sell. Then they go explain to you, say that me auntie, I me put me up like out to me where they supposed for dinner school. But it's not some of the follow up or laws the way they for people the way they do them thing and they for imagine give picking labor we definitely we see no say that work they passing age.
Over the years, we don't try as ministry. This now it totally against the law, but people continue for doing. This is the internal trafficking. Men picking, take picking up country or wheresoever. Can we can begin get a market for the sell that picking on the go school, that picking don't deprive of in livelihood as picking, they grow, they develop. This not good at all. Not. So what we don't do as ministry, what in government don't do, we develop this street child strategy. This strategy will ensure for work not only with them people there, with also the community. We also work with partners, the drivers. I remember recently I don't give Philip a letter for let we go give the motor drivers union because most of them pick when they pull up country camp, not transport and go for transporting. So one for say I will sign an MOU with them. So the essence of the strategy now for begin see how we go attack the root cause through sensitization, advocacy. Because all the time as a ministry, for old people, then we need for casual people then first of all tell them what kind of law, sensitize them. So when people then go against now, then we begin enforce the law against them. So now so one for those as a ministry they understand say this is not good and not fine for people development at all of the country.
I want you to tell people small more about community officers or maybe you will get another word where you wanna call the way that they monitor because the ministry itself not good in every part of the country at every point in time. So what don't they do for just say una monitor and track adults the way they try for abuse speaking?
So remember say initially I tell you say we roll now for coordinate because governments not able to do them all together. We acknowledge them, so we coordinate. So in the protection mechanism we get the child welfare committee meeting. In this child welfare committee meeting they at national level, they at regional, even at district level. So what we do, we get even picking them inside the religious leader and the part of our community people in the part of this one. So we tell people them not only the ministry, the FSU day. Families opportunity, even then stakeholder the people then. So you see abuse go on against Peking reports because not only when we report, I will say this one is not only when we report, now when we bring it to light, then government go, then we go act. But when you see you keep on, you go begin the day and sometimes when it don't come out, it don't be too late. Some government just can respond for ensure say we deal with the crime in question. But if people there. Let's say somebody calls speaking, you know how this person calls speaking. They don't begin speaking, they go sweet. They can report immediately instead of wait to a time when this person will be this speaking or maltreat them. So we get all this structure in our community and through the structure we do work as a ministry for ensure say we able to achieve we goals and aims in child protection. Okay,
let's still stick with community members and how then say if you demand or let's say imam or pastor can help for work with the ministry as you make mention. How they embody their let's say for example man or religious heads not help for making affect domestic violence.
So in the child protection meeting, let's say we call national. So what can happen is we do it at a regional level. District level, regional level, national level, we can talk to them. You pastor, the imam, kindly in your Sunday sermon, Friday sermon, preach them out to people. Same way, so then the leader people look out to, not free for reports. The ministry not good they doing odd hours, but the FSU always they report. So same way, so we talk to the headman. The headman and then frequent a meeting. Always like we get international day of the girl child with the camp, the day of the African child, we always include them in we advocacy for ensure say child protection I continue for men picking at not easy na continuous process. So each opportunity we get they make use of them, they invite them all, each one, the international day of the girl child, day of the African child, the world children, they would invite them all, each one, and they deal with the team on that day and violence against children, picking development, they're always on the alert. So now we can do all the time for ensure say we can develop, yes.
Okay, I want to take you small away from waiting community members they do to social media in general. Nowadays, because of the the good side of social media, if small thing I could speak, people then go snap and go post now. How responsive will be then psychosocial support, because speaking they don't go through trauma, they can be tend for be different. So how una can go beyond waiting family care go do or help out and una self coming.
So recently we don't achieve a great strides in this one, especially them penetration we go for deal with Peking indignity. We talk to the police them, even with we. If you come from the media, we understand some people who want social media, especially if not responsible one, responsibly, would report to you the case. But the identity of this Peking, the image of this Peking, we keep on closely. Same way so with the police, we and the police don't get this arrangement. Now a two-edged sword, easy. We want the information go out there, but we same way so they try to protect the Peking. You imagine the information if not they keep them. If they keep them, not they put them out. People not going to start some of them crimes they are in a bad. So the social media don't they really they go out here and a true day people then begin get then they say, oh, so person don't do bad, they don't apprehend them. So person don't do bad, they don't hold them. So people go begin afraid as well. But same way, so we said they teach them now in child protection. I think we get a program with CFN because most of them tell me they happen safe now, picking them as well. Guna media, the phone, so WhatsApp, Facebook, so swift. So we want to teach them first, and later we'll see how we'll get the whole media for train them in child protection generally, so that at least we all will know how to report responsibly when it comes to picking business in the country.
Okay, in him Bashir Utula, the Senior Protection Officer at the Ministry of Gender and Children's Affairs. So they continue the program, and on the later part, we can talk on the prohibition of the Child Marriage Act of 2024, where it will be the second segment of the program. What you know about this law, and what you, if you do how the law go bet you. Let's introduce Philippa into the conversation. Tell us more about our organization, what they do, Children's Forum Network.
Okay, thank you very much. So my name is PC Philippa Kraidol, and I'm the national president for the Children's Forum Network. So we shortly call us CFN, and Children's Forum Network they founded immediately after the war in 2000. And CFN is under the Ministry of Gender and Children Affairs. We main work now for ensure so we talk and advocate on behalf of picking them way not go for talk for themselves, picking them way them vulnerable, picking them way then at the extreme far end. So we as CFN members we the advocates for them picking them. But CFN not only tap na Freetown, CFN they cut across the 16 districts, and CFN is under the Ministry of Gender and Children's Affairs. So the Ministry of Gender and Children's Affairs together with National Commission for Children, now we parents, now they supervise we, now they correct we, now they monitor we. Because we self as speaking don't know everything. We need the parents for guide way. But yes, we get this but they are way they guide we through the process, where they give you advice and also where they give you support along the way. So CFN don't they exist for I can say for 24 years now. Yes. We don't get a lot of associate members. CFN don't produce great people, including if we take an example of the current Minister for Civic and Education, Minister Siba. He was the first president of CFN. We take an example of Ben Kaifala, the ACC commissioner. He was also part of CFN. We talk about the chief minister. He was also part of CFN. So CFN don't produce great people, great minds. And when you look at CFN, we may focus on we main goal now for ensure say picking they engage them fullest potential. For ensure say picking they enjoy their rights as a picking.
So how na they do that for monitor picking they let enjoy their rights? How na can go about that?
So we as CFN members, we strategies work use now purely we use the awareness strategy. We are in equity so they do. This is one of the duties as CFN members what we do. We ready for talk to stakeholders there. We ready for talk to anybody when it comes to picking issues. So CFN we more the focus on that awareness raising. We they go in our schools. We not only talk to as stakeholders, neither parents, but we also they talk to we self, because we also need for educate we self about waiting we need for do as a picking and waiting we not need for do as a picking. So as for now we can do every year we can do establishment of school branches. So currently we also do on that day with the help of Minister of Gender and Children's Affairs, when we go deliver letters, we ensure so we go to them schools and educate them. So during that process now they tell what they tell them what's not their right, and what they tell them also say this not your right. We do also tell you what's not your responsibility as a picking. And also along that way back we can also go in our communities and also advocate for picking them. We get a lot of activities that we can come up with and can invite TFM members to go down there. We use that platform, they delivering statements. Now also a way when we raise awareness, tell people them about picking business, looking also at the media. This now also another way. So social media very easy. So most of we get social media handles, including myself. I get Facebook page, are they LinkedIn, are they TikTok, are they other in social media platform. So when I attend a program, waiting at the I make sure I take a picture and then I post them, writing positive things, because by then now it can for reach the wide range of audiences. So as CFM member, we mainly the focus on the awareness raising, educating people and waiting and on it for do.
How not on the monitor picking business? I make mention of street trading, for example, where picking a kidepa or labor where give picking work passing age. How not can you monitor that kind of situation in the report to higher authorities where they oversee on an organization?
Okay, so as CFM members, so we self not picking. So where we can get that kind of issues, then people they report to me directly. So when they report, there is always a channel and there is always a structure we need for go through. So when we get issues around picking business, we ensure say we channel are directly to ministry. So now we get the Minister of Gender and Children's Affairs. We also get National Commission for Children. So National Commission for Children, now there we can get with meeting. So when we get issues, people don't even sabi we. When issues pop up, they inform we directly, we inform we parents. I can remember the picking where them be born the and that was an incident where people then sent to me. Myself here when I go Sierra Leone, because sometimes when they can send information, we save need for do research. We need for go watch who said it in Apple, when it happened, and get certain information. Because we save get for go explain, then get for ask you a few questions there. So I can take an example of that people then born here. When we get that incident straight away, as CFM members, we to do, we send the information to we parents and within our ministry. Like what I do, I send them directly to Minister Ma, or when she's currently our Minister of Gender and Children's Affairs. I make sure say I send also to other staff from the Minister of Gender and Children's Affairs, other staff from National Commission for Children, other staff also in our partners there. We make sure we share this information, and as CFM when the umbrella organization for all picking and asalo, what we do, we ensure so we pull a notice where we condemn that act for say this act wicked. Come on, how you go take picking because of number erase in BB or you go bunny. And so this now the role of CFN. When we get information like this, we ensure so we report directly to we parents there. We ensure so we go on media. I put on a status, I share it with my friends there, because how they share them, when we use that media, when we use that, the message will go far and wide. So as CFN member, we will now for ensure so we report when we get into and also for follow up for ensure so this picking they get justice. And for that picking day issue, this is something where ministry that show and we say then we then go to police station. This is something where we follow up for more ensure so that picking gets justice.
How are they able to handle social media? Because you make mention say yes you get different social handles, but then again if you misuse it can affect your work, it can affect but that in a way go make you turn out to be a better person in society. All I can go to school, how I can try for engage them picking in day for tell them the good and bad side of social media.
Okay, so as a leader you've always be as an example. So I can always use myself as an example. Before ever I made up my mind I want for contest as CFA National President, I've been already set up an example life of me self. So what we can do, we use myself as an example. When we can go to them picking, we get a lot of issues. Trust me, picking business, the issues are so many. When we can go, they talk about violence. They are within this. It's increasing when you go to school. So what would they do? Would they use myself as an example? majority people know me through my Facebook, people know me through my social media. Some who can meet up for program will be like, oh, Naina the Philip and Naina the national president, because I use my social media platform in a very positive manner. So what we can do, we also can influence them by telling them, say, now this and this you need for do. So we can also educate them about the social media platform, because you know some man they use social media platform for disseminate bad information. And remember, so that information we they send, they affect a lot of people there. So what we can advise, what they tell them is that you as a Pekin, you for always be a good patriotic citizen. You don't always serve as a Pekin, but you're also here to serve your nation, because whatever thing you do could also affect somebody. So we always ensure we educate them, we tell them, say, you know for do this thing here, you know for do that there. And we always tell them, say, the need for use social media in a positive way, in a positive platform. May they use social media wherein they go for send good message about themselves, doing debates, doing competition. May they send you know, you can't tell who might be watching. And most I can talk and say, you know, nowadays we're not going for forever remain as Pekin. In the next 15 years, I get for move from Pekin stage, I get for grow up to an adult. You can't tell me going into politics, they will be using it against me. So these are some of all the examples that we can tell there. So you know, by then when you bring the negative impact we then go get together with the positive impact, then say with the right men, it only make a lot of them don't they deviate when they use social media in a very positive manner.
Alright, we'll go for a short break. We'll continue the conversation. Don't listen, Mr. and Madam Good Citizen, waiting and get for it today.
Citizens get rights for live, freedom of speech. But same way so, we need for know big responsibilities.
Never blame government for this small thing. You for know your rights as a citizen. Never blame government for this small thing. You for know your rights as a citizen. You get school for play, I get school for play. We all get school for play. For we country, mama salon. You get school for play.
You get road. Citizens get rights for live, freedom of speech. But same way so, we need for know big responsibilities.
You know say this pikin don't reach for married, yeah? Somebody don't come up for him.
Me pikin no dey married yet. It's too small. Make it continue in school first.
Waiting small pana. School not so for girl pikin. Look where it don't mature. A sabi cook and go take care of marriados.
Even if it don't mature, no mean say na for girl and to man. It's still small first.
I don't say you don't. Not to say yourself been small way I married you. When we don't talk so, we go know down at the man at the source.
Oh no, kusheo. Wait till na dey argue about we fiba like na fet na the fet.
No mean this man here, oh, Mr. Good Citizen. He want go give me small picking for married. We ain't no reach it.
Wait till you have just talk na true?
Yes. Me when I am papa. Now me get right from girl to man.
Mr. Man, you no know say wait till you dey talk so na crime? Nobody no get right for getting picking we not 18 years yet to man for married.
Tell him for me and me brother. This man from where do clean today. This man just fashion this married talk no more.
I know what's better from. You know say if this picking married, he go pull with papo.
Me brother, no kumbra. Bossy way the men picking or community no get right for give picking to man for married where the picking not 18 years yet. Now that make government come with one law wey dem dey call Prohibition of Child Marriage Act 2024, wey mean say anybody wey give girl pikin for married wey e not 18 years yet go pay 50,000 new leons or go 15 years na bamba kayaka, or you go pay the money and sef go jail.
Tell me true.
Na true word I dey tell you so.
Mr. Good Citizen, thank you for where you don't make I don't know about this lawyer. Now so I for don't spoil we pikin in future and go jail for nothing.
Now that make any girl pikin wey in people dem force am per married for report to the social worker dem na in community, or go police and report to the family support unit quick one. The ministry wey responsible for pikin business and other organization wey dey work tranga one for protect pikin dem for make sure say dem punish anybody wey go against dem lawyer, and sef the judiciary for prosecute and pass judgment by anybody wey go against the Prohibition of Child Marriage Act 2024. We the community people then sef for report any form of abuse against girl pikin dem, because na dis good citizen for do for himself, in community and in country.
This is a message from National Council for Civic Education and Democracy.
As a citizen,
You for know.
if I blame government for a small thing.
Not so everything.
Alright, welcome back. Still get with me in the studio. Bashir Utula, we are the Senior Protection Officer at the Ministry of Social Welfare and Children's Affairs. We go now to the second part of the program, where specifically they look at the prohibition of the Child Marriage Act. Tell me small within that act debate and how they come together, for make such law then at the country.
Okay, I just my way say social welfare. The two ministry don't say we not the Nigerians affairs. Don't yes. Don't we not sister ministries anyway. So before I tell you about the act. True, I want for say plenty thank you as a ministry on behalf of the ministry to Her Excellency the First Lady, Fatima Bio, and also His Excellency the President, for them make sure say this law come into being. The prohibition of child marriage, we go only able to talk about when we know a child and we know married. You understand? Child, like I be saying to Aliana, somebody below the age of 18 years, and marriage. I will put commonly say now that act of bringing for this purpose of this country man and woman for they can get together. Usually now for the purpose of procreation, my man that the business of this person can help me take care of me, the person can book for me cook. Most of the times it can happen. So we demand fit say this kind of thing is not favorable to Pekin, somewhere the age of 18 years. Why is not favorable? Pekin gets a lot of developmental activity. If you can't put this Pekin into my and daddy business, you're not going able to learn. You're not going able to develop or focus as Pekin and achieving fullest potential. So over the years, we'll be done the fight. So tell the First Lady and His Excellency plenty thank you. We'll be on the fight. This act come in the fight for law will get this act. It come into being just after 2007, where His Excellency of blessed memory, the late President Kaba, be able to pass the Three Gender Act, the domestic violence, devolution of estates, the registration of customary marriage and divorce act. So that registration of customary marriage and divorce act 2007, it states that Pekin can married with the consent of his parents. So immediately partners and pick them up. So the fight's not to now it begin, don't begin ever since then. But it been so the act just passed for can review and again it been so difficult for me. So we continue now. I will tell you for free in 2015, the DAC celebration, if we don't child married, we do the North when I do Kabbalah. Same way, so I think was in 2017, Namatujon, also on child married. The child welfare policy, we don't do now. Child marriage is so crucial. It get a lot of things where it affect the girl picking. Particularly, I say the girl because it affects more. If girl picking married, it go born. Where it born, it means to say, they able to continue their education again. Imagine picking born picking, it means to say, no, even able to take care of that picking. And same also mean to say, that picking we don't born, and no able to grow up well. And child marriage don't link her up to fistula, because usually the picking, no, you don't develop, forgets picking. They also link them up to maternal mortality. A lot of people already die doing childbirth, not picking them. Child mortality, picking them as well can die. So this, make as a ministry, we so glad, we and our partner, we so glad and support Her Excellency when this thing come into being and ready for Wokuta for ensure say, we don't do on them, so this never continue, the rules we then give in the act as a ministry for continue for popularize them and ensure say people that are aware say this don't become a law now and nobody no go act on them, otherwise the law will taking course.
Okay, so what's in this law there about? Because from Honorable Munia Zumbo in his statement, he talk about fines, he talk about jail time, who person will go if you go married picking, or if person that be picking where they married and safe, you get some certain criteria inside and they. So explain to family what's in that law there about.
The law they prohibits in entirety married for picking, whether formal or informal, whether you go witness someone, whether it don't happen or you know the pastor or imam will supervise someone, all it is against her entirely. Nobody know for engage into her. Yes, the law impose fine, even impose prison town for anybody who violates law. We picking them for grow as girl picking. Nobody know for give them out into marriage. Go betrothed picking. You use for happen where picking born. This I can't put scholar for this picking. No, that's not for happen. Picking for be picking for grow. As a ministry, even though this act on the we same way so they take them to another level. Let's say picking kid on 18, like Philippa, that picking on continue for the in child developmental activities. What thing we do? We know they allow that picking they for married as well. Allow they complete their education. So at least it will be beneficial. Not only to himself, but to the community at large. We don't. These now studies don't show say when you educate, when women educate in our community, when the guys educate in our community, that country they obviously a bound for develop. But over the years, we contribute don't stuck in this one. In tradition, we are in people get picking at a lower age, get that picking they bulan. Himself can get picking, neighbor develop, and most of the time we I can happen now aged people that can go into this one. You can get small picky, you marry them at the age of 15, 14. You're not 60 or somebody. That picking even reach you don't pass off. You left this picking with picking and for look after. So you will see endlessly the poverty they continue for circle, and this is not good for the country as well the country develop one. So this is really not a huge development to the country and we all and for the picking as well. Okay,
still on the law. They make provision again where you go able for explain and better aiding and abetting. I want if I will know that particular area they and tell us more about the jail time, the money we person go pay them thing and if you put on early marriage.
I think I get for come into the act itself. For that we look at them. The aiding and abetting, like I tell you in Italian, anybody where it contributes for make the give picking to marry. This include even the parents. Or you will go supervise or the part of that marriage who said the owner. Yes, the law will take in course. We get a jail term as far as 5 years and above. And we go also get monetary fines where they impose on them. They say nobody not for include now. Nobody you pass or not for supervised such married. If you want for convenient marriage, what you for do? Ask for the identification. Go na NCRA. Go verify them. You the parents, before the parent, the picking age. The community people then will know this picking when they born now. So now all know who can supervise or they part of that marriage. Because I tell you for free, marriage no they happen unless people they can witness, unless they can bless that marriage. So if they don't bless the marriage, it not go happen. And same way, so the betting you man no can't take picking carboram, like I tell the informal aspect of it, all that they can lead to child marriage. Also the law they against them there as well.
Alright, let's go for a short break where we can listen to Abdul Manaf Kemokai we talk to you about some of the rights of picking them.
We're a child rights organization, so the main focus now how we go make sure see government of Sierra Leone first of all really comply with the international obligations. We know say the government of Sierra Leone don't sign a lot of international treaties where the government picking their right, especially the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child, where DCI actually my organization will be one of the drafters in Geneva. So any country we actually make sure say we follow up with the government for ratify, and after ratification, government try to do everything possible for implement. And to start with, we always work with government for make sure say government also get what we can call the legal framework, all the basic laws that we're supposed for them in place. Therefore they in place because now they start. Now they be able to define your national position on how you want for
deal with picking the rights. And then also they put in place the institutions and what's now the mandate of the institutions then be. So basically we don't work with the government for really set up that framework and also push for implementation. So we all work at the national level for set up then framework and where we go at community level. Now for let we, for example, raise the awareness of people in the community about picking a right, especially with respect to government policies, government laws, and waiting at their own responsibilities. And in many cases also, we try to build their own capacity for able for do what they're supposed to do. In the communities we come to child protection, we all know say they come first because in as much as we get law enforcement bodies, police not there everywhere. And even in communities or cities, society, they go sit down at every home for the check waiting they happen at their homes then. So you need for also educate the people then, we get them picking them. You also need for train community structures. We also they keep decorum at the community. We also the peace keep community peace. We also they represent government and then communities for make sure say whatever government are seek to, then also make sure say it happen at the communities. So they also monitor the issues of abuse and violations and bring them here also to the attention of the government. So in that respect, with any peculiar abuse, all the offices, for example, here we call it Socio-Legal Defense Center. So if they abuse you can come at this office. If you tell they do everything possible in your own reach for make sure say you get justice. And that will include we are coming you, gonna police, we monitor the case, if that case gonna court, how we will also provide legal representation for that picking until justice come. And also how we go for make sure say maybe other services we know they provide, we picking need. If they abuse picking, for example, they need medical medical service. So organizations they need, for example, Rainbow or one-stop centers they do government set up. But not everybody can know about then services then they. So your role also now for educate people and facilitate the access to their services then.